Hello again. Let's continue on with this up-and-coming seasonal hardcore character. Now that she's exited the campaign mode and she's in full-fledged flailing around in the non-campaign adventuring area. What's going on here? Ooh, we have an event going on here. Where is it? Ah, yes, the world boss. I think she's a little bit out of her league with that. I mean, you look at her armor, she's good. You look at her resistances, she's way low. So, no, we're not going to do that. I will be right back because I have to grab something from the kitchen. Ah, there we go. Almost burned my hand on something from the microwave. So that's always fun. It's one of those pick it up and you can't drop it because your hand is burning. Otherwise you'll make a huge mess. So you just sort of like endure the pain while it's busy burning your hand. Where are we? There we go. We'll grab a life potion there. I might switch and do the world boss on my one of my other characters. Although at this point there's not much I can really get from them. Let's see, I'm at 45, so I'm at the level 40 gems. I can't really do much more than that, can I? Now, I have I was experimenting with a non-hardcore, basically a softcore, level 100 sorceress, and working on the, what is it called? Let me pull it up here. I'll read it off. I can't share it on the stream. It's called the Hydra. It's Hawk Tuah, Tuah. If you search Google for Hydra, Hawk, Hawk, Tuah, Tuah. I don't know if that's his name, the character name, or the player name, but it's Hydra Hawk from Hawk Tuah. He has a build, a skill tree, mostly a paragon, and an assignment of items per slot, like the Harlequin's crest, the Shaco helm, Tyrael's Might for chest, which I do have on softcore. I have both of those. Aspect of shredding blades on gloves, snow-veiled aspect on pants, but I was actually using the my temerity pants, which are my automatic bubble pants, which I like from the warmth passive. Isu's heirloom on boots. Then he has storm swell aspect on the two-handed weapon, which is supposedly bugged and double dips on damage. You deal, up to 30% / 60% on a two-hander. Increased damage to a vulnerable enemy when you have a barrier. Which I don't... Do I have it on here? No, I have that. Because this character's not really built that way yet. But supposedly it double dips, so you can get up to 120% of the normal damage, or 220%, because that's 120% on top of your original 100. Then Fractured Winterglass for Amulet, which is the new meta. Ring of Starless Skies, which I don't own for one of the rings. Then Tal Rash's Iridescent Loop for the other ring, which I do have. And it's not a terrible one. My Crest and Might are obviously pretty good. My Isu's Heirloom is pretty good. My Fractured Winterglass is not terrible. And my Tal Rash's is also not terrible. Sorry, I've had a couple glasses of wine. So, it's working out somewhat well. What I what I love to do is to be able to use a controller, right? I love to be able to just pick up a controller, hit a couple buttons from time to time. So like right now I'm using the controllers. You can see the things at the bottom change. So it's X, Y, left trigger, right trigger, A, B, right? I like this because it's fun to just hit one or two things. Now the problem is with that other build, you sort of have to use the keyboard, the Hawk Tuah build. Now the way I shortcut that is I set up Diablo to automatically cast certain spells using the control system where I set up num lock on 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the keypad. Some combination of that. Right now it's 2, 3, 4, I think, or no, 1, 2, 3, and then I use R for my teleport, which in D3 was always my movement button. And then so I'll just like numlock 1, 2, and then 3. And so whatever I have on this, and this buttons, right? Whatever's here, here, and here will automatically cast in D4, except it's weird because it doesn't cast the way it did in D3. It's like if I just stand there and do nothing out in the world, nothing will cast. But this moment I move or click a button, left, right, or scroll wheel to move like this, then it'll start casting again. It's like it's like the autocast is locked behind me doing something, which I find very annoying. I want to be able to just stand there and have all my spells just autocast as if it's using some sort of a programmable keyboard, where it'll just do Q, 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 W, W, or Q, E, Q, W, E, Q, W, E, Q, W, E, Q, W, E. I want it to do that over and over again as fast as possible, so these spells, whatever's in these 3 slots, will cast as fast as possible over and over and over again, so I don't have to think about it. Now, the only drawback to that whole arrangement, and it's working as long as I'm left-clicking, right-clicking, or moving using the scroll wheel like this, right, is that it stutters. Like I'll move and it'll stutter. I'll move and it'll stutter. Because the moment it casts one of these spells, it locks your character down for a split second. And I've always found that to be very annoying. It'd be nice if it didn't do that. It'd be nice if it didn't, for lack of a better term, crowd control your own character by casting a spell. Like, don't make it so that when I cast Ice Armor, I have to stand there for a moment while it does it. That's really annoying. Really annoying. Okay, so having said all that, let's see what we're in here. We're in tier 3. So I'm in sort of the danger zone, because I'm up against level 45 or 55 plus characters, as we can see here in the top right. Now, if I go into this red area, the enemies are going to be level 58, I think. So I don't want to do that. What I want to do is get myself up into this like mid 50s, and I think to do that, I can turn that quest in. I can just do that in normal areas, or I can do that by doing the seasonal dungeons, right? Because they are sort of locked to level 55.
Oh, you again. You stink of brimstone, friend.
I probably should have taken a health pot first. Or a... Here, let's do that. That way I have the XP buff. Alright.
You sound like Lochran.
Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to yada, yada. Do this. I'm going to use the controller.
You've taken to the gift.
Alright. So do I have anything unlocked? Yes, there we go. So I can open these. What I'll probably do is, I'm sort of, in the softcore world, I'm trying to get used to the build that was recommended. That new build there. the Hydra, what is it called? I made a copy of it to my d4builds.gg account, because that way I don't have to look at the ads. The Hawk Tua. Which I would love to know what that means. Now is not the best time to be playing this because I have had wine, so I am more liable to take unnecessary risks. I can't even say it. That's how bad it is. Okay, I don't want that. That I will save. It's close, but no cigar. All right. It's no better than what I have. Keep the damn casting of it. Alright, so we're going to just put this in the boots. That's right. I have different categories here. My hardcore and softcores are arranged differently in my stash. In softcore, I'm not hedging against death. So I sort of have it sorted by level. So I have like my consumables, of course. Then I have, let me think here. Well, I remember the last two being like gear below 50, gear above 50. I don't remember what these three are. Maybe shared uniques and then like Sorc uniques. Let's go look real quick. Because now I want to know. This is my character that's the lightning spear build. Okay, consumables. Oh yeah, to sort. Things to sort. General uniques or non-uniques in these two cases. Class items, whatever class it is, which I deleted my druid and my rogue because I did not enjoy playing them. So now I'm full Sorc, so I could probably delete the ones with the X over them. Hydra speed to 50, Hydra 51 plus. All right. Those were temporary, whatever. This is my 100 Hydra Sorc. So Brill is the Lightning Spear Sorc. This is the Hydra Sorc based on the Hawk Tua Uber build, which I was quite impressed that if I look at the Paragons, I was struggling with this. Apparently I'm not as smart as I think I am. I was trying to get this to be capped, which it is here, at 80%, which is where it should be. I was trying to get this capped at 60%, which it is. I was trying to get this capped at 60%, which it is. I was trying to get this capped at 60%, which it is. These are all multipliers, right? So 1.6 times 1.6 times 1.6 times 1.8, right? So whoever built this knew what they were doing, and apparently I don't. So I'm going with their build, and I'm just sucking it up and realizing they know more than I do, and that which is fine. So this is my softcore Hydra build, which is not optimal by any stretch, but she has the Shaco helm, Tyrael's Might quest, or chest, sorry. She is using a aspect on the gloves. Here's my Temerity pants for the automatic bubble. It's a very good roll, by the way. Very good roll. The crit boots. This is a non-optimal staff. it should have Hydra damage instead of critical strike damage. But she does have the +6 to heads, which is very nice. My Fractured Winterglass, which is pretty good, I guess. Not fantastic, but pretty good. Meltal Rasha, so I've got bonus to cooldown reduction, which is good. Then I put Frozen Orb explodes 2 more times here, which is not like the build guide, but I wanted to proc this more, right? I wanted my cooldowns to be reduced more, although the problem here is that I really, really want my defensive skills cooled down. So I'm still like, how do I do that? Other than the, where is it? Here. Other than this. But it can only happen once every 10 seconds. So I'm wondering, I'm trying to remember what it is that makes this cool down faster, and I don't remember. So I probably need to look that up again, because I'm not thinking of it. Okay, let's go back to our leveling hardcore. And of course my thing is like timing out like crazy. Let me move this over here. Let me turn off. I'm pretty sure this is OneDrive being stupid. Turn that syncing off. We turn off all this other shit that's like vying for attention. Like all this bullshit that appears in the Windows menu bar at the top bottom right. It's like, hi, we're doing this. Hi, we're doing this as well. It's like, why are you doing this? I'm not asking for that. Stop trying to help me. Hi, babe. All right, I'm recording my voice, so don't say anything silly. It will pick you up. Oh, she said I was cute. That's pushing the boundaries there, babe. All right, now take another one of these, because you lose the buff if you log out, which is really stupid. They need to fix that. It's really annoying. All right. So we're going to go to a safe area that does not include a boss. That one's the starter one, which is annoying. I sort of like... where is it? This one. So basically, at this point, we're working our way up to doing the second capstone, which is going to be ending soon. Once they come out with 2.0 later this month or next month. No, I guess it is this month, isn't it? Okay, let's see how difficult this is. Should be okay. I'm pretty overpowered. We're still dropping frames. Doesn't look like it. Sorry about that. Alright, well, that's good. 46. Fortunately, I'm not carrying all the leveling gear. It's still in the bank, so even if I do die through some act of stupidity, like being here when I shouldn't be here, 9 levels above where I am. Although, you know what? I was killing, oh no, that's right. I wasn't doing the capstone 2. I did the capstone 1 as well for 50 items. I do hope they make the Hydra build much more viable than it already is, which is pretty viable actually if you build it right. It's not bad at all. Popped a bubble. So far, so good. Leveling quickly. Lots of XP from things 10 levels higher. Let's see. Let's go to this. Because I can control that. Actually do some more killing. This is easy free EXP. Or just XP. As the kids say. Alright, let's go ahead and what are you gonna do? I think barrier stuff. More defensive. I don't want to stand in the red there because I did buff those masses and the weird AoE effect that surrounds them. The little explodey guys, the vile fiends or whatever they are. Vile something. Now I think what the other build does well is it really utilizes vulnerable damage and vulnerable multipliers with the ice spikes and your frozen orb to create the vulnerable effect on enemies, you know, to debuff them. And then it has a really great multiplier on that too. So you know that's okay. I think that's where I'm supposed to go next. Right? Of course, I left some stupid thing behind. It's all right. I've got a bubble. You can't hurt me much. For some reason my brain was thinking that's where I go next, but I guess it's not. This is where I go next. I think I will choose the challenge because my resistances are enough and my damage is enough. And I have shields, so screw her. And I sort of don't really care if I die or not. Yay, bubbles for the wind. For the win, sorry. Alright. Give me some good stuff here. And it's laggy. I'm rubber banding. See that? Where it bounces back and forth? That's not good. Let's see. That's not bad. It's not great. Has no, yeah, it's not great at all. It's missing an important, 2 good stats. It has 1 good stat and 2 crap ones. Let's see here. More life. More int. We can gamble on that one. That has a lot more life. That's very, oh, and armor. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so let's and we're going for warmth. that self-healing. If we don't get it, that's okay. There's plenty more pieces of gear where that one comes from. Okay, that's junk. Alright, so we're going to go for mobility. Because mobility is, in a sense, both fun and life. I really would like to get this one in there. Of course, it's not going to give it to me, is it? Nope. But is it worth taking? It's really good life. Don't really need the armor, so no. Screw it. What do we have that's already good? Probably already have something I could put on. I am 46. So nothing. Everything I have is below me, probably. Rats. Rat farts. Yeah, that would be suicide. As much as it would be fun to show. How are we on whispers? We have no whispers. Maybe I should do these. Yeah, that might be a good choice. Sorry, I've got to grab the last of this mug here. It's water, heavy cream, a little bit, then tomato flavored bouillon, chicken bouillon, then a couple tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So the last bit is the nutritional yeast. Nutrient dense, but doesn't blend well with water because it's a suspension. So it sort of collects at the end in like this weird, like powdery, wet, powdery stuff on the bottom. Let's see how this goes. Okay, not doing much damage. That's not good. Okay, that's good. Stand in the fire. Alright, not too bad. I like to stand in the area damage just to see how bad it is. I have to remind myself that I do not have the temerity things on, so I'm not getting automatic bubbles. Oh. Alright, is that what I want? Maybe glass cannon. Slightly higher risk, but higher reward. Much higher reward. As far as a damage multiplier goes. I'm looking for the word vulnerable. I should probably turn that on, shouldn't I? That's probably why I'm not seeing it. I'll come hide back here a little bit. Here, let's cast a few hydras there. We'll go gameplay. And we'll say, I want to see vulnerable damage. Because I had that turned off because I was testing things. Now it should show it when my frozen orbs are successfully making something vulnerable. Yep, I just saw it. In fact, I can make it so that I only see that. So let's say I'm only interested in vulnerable damage, just to see how often it's going. Yep, we see the word vulnerable. Like that. You can see vulnerable as much as possible. Vulnerable, there it is.
In memory of Grand Mage Emerus. I met him decades ago. It was he who rejected my application to the Sanctum. He called me power-hungry, reckless.
The longer I go without seeing an enemy, the worse I start to fear what's coming. Why is it taking so long to get to something? Oh, this is an event. It's good XP, especially with the XP buff. I don't think I gave myself a bubble. I would like to know what did. I saw a bubble there for a moment. I don't think I cast anything with a cooldown. I have the sound coming through my big speakers, my Mackie speakers. So they're competing a bit with my actual voice, especially considering the distance between the microphone in my mouth and the microphone in the speakers. It's about 3 to 1, but still. If I crank the game audio too much in the big speakers, it'll be echoey and then you won't be able to hear me as well. Which might not be the worst thing for some people. Like, oh yes, please turn that game audio up more. We want to hear you less. Because you're meanie pantses. Alright. Looks like there's a way to go down to the left, but I'm thinking that's not the way to go. Gotta be honest, not gonna lie, because, you know, I like it when people say that, because normally they will lie, but then they say, not gonna lie, and then they're not gonna lie. Otherwise, they're huge liars, right? Big fat liar. Normally lying, except when you say you're not gonna lie. So, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy this season more than the other seasons that have come before. Other than when I could do the Ball Lightning Sword, which was amazing, and nowhere near as powerful as these characters are now, which makes me sad because they nerfed it, because it was actually really good. And then I didn't like the other seasons. The season of the Construct was interesting, but punishing to do the dungeons, and it was not fun after a while, because it was too easy to make mistakes and ding yourself because you would hit something and it would count against you, and that was annoying. I think if they fixed that and made it less punishing, it could be fun in the future, especially if they combine it with something else. Why it's a weird place. Why is it bouncing? Why is it bouncing? It's so annoying. I need to restart the computer. Hey, at least my cooldown's good. I was able to cast Ice Armor twice. Once at the beginning and another time before it expired. So that's good. Okay, enough of my rambling. I think I'm done here for now. I need to like close my eyes and relax. That was good. It got me almost to 50. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that one up if I can. Conjuration Fitness. Alright, that's better than what I have, except it's all sacred. Still, it's better than what I have. I'll go with that. Let's see, where am I? Oh, here. Oh yeah, there we go. Attack speed. Oh. Let's see, we're gonna go with Serpentine. Yes, excellent. Get a little bit more life. I always put Serpentine on top. That way I know where it is. Excellent. Okay, so now we're losing a little bit of resource cost reduction, but that's okay because we're not spam casting yet. We're keeping our crit strike chance. We're exchanging attack speed for int, and we're keeping about the same amount of life. So that is definitely an upgrade. And this goes in the rings column. And there we go.